right now.
Good afternoon to those who listen. It's May 1st,
so this is what we're going to do.
2024, 3:17 p.m. Been kind of keeping an eye on the protests going around.
That is on the upper
lots of
side of your screen. So we're going to pull
colleges
for you to see if
around the country still protesting. Thanks to Lara, who just commented literally 2 minutes ago on my poll. And she said to research this. So, yes, very important. Blinken is in the is country again, looking for a ceasefire deal. Let me go ahead and mute that. So, yeah, he's over in the is country trying to get a ceasefire deal. The is country has offered a very generous offer to do a ceasefire if the HAMAS will release the hostages. So here's the story here. So, there would be an immediate ceasefire if they would release the hostages. So anybody that's on the HAMAS side, or those that are the Palestinian side that are, demanding all these things to happen, they need to be talking to the HAMAS because they're the ones that are stalling the ceasefire. So all these protests going on, and they don't even realize that the is country they're not even the ones stalling this deal. There could be a ceasefire right now if the group would just release the hostages. Blinken also went to Saudi Arabia and Jordan, and supposedly this is his 7th round of diplomacy since October 7th. So he met with Benjamin Netanyahu for 2.5 hours. So they're trying to get an immediate ceasefire. And that's what the demands of the protesters are, an immediate ceasefire. But guess what? This group here, they're the ones that are standing in the way. They're the ones that are stalling. So they don't want a ceasefire. They don't want, these protests to stop. Otherwise, they would accept this agreement. I forgot how long it is. Hopefully I can find it in here. But they were talking about a ceasefire for so long. And, the Prime Minister has already said that they're going to carry out the operation in Rafah with or without that ceasefire deal. And with or without the United States support. Blah, 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 blah. I don't see the time thing on here no more. I can't remember. It was a certain amount of time that they would do a ceasefire. Let me see if it's in here still. But meanwhile, these protests keep going on. And these protesters are probably oblivious to the fact that the United States, the is country, and any other country, it's not their fault that this is, the ceasefire hasn't happened. So they're protesting for the wrong reasons. I found out at UCLA there was one is country supporter that got beat unconscious by the Palestinian side in last night's protests. Don't know the condition of the person, but he was beaten until he was knocked unconscious, so that's not good. So all these Palestinian protesters, they need to demand the HAMAS group to do their part. Everybody's doing their part now, except for the actual group that is demanding the ceasefire. And all these protesters are demanding a ceasefire and telling these countries that they're not going to stop until they do it. Well, guess what? It's not even, it's out of everyone's hands except for that HAMAS country. Look at right here. Today, they warned they won't achieve through negotiations and pressure. So how do you expect anything to ever get done if they're not even willing? They're not even willing to take the deal. So I don't want to go on and on, but there you go. All these protesters here, they need to realize that they're protesting for nothing because their side isn't even trying to do anything about it. It's unbelievable. And the protests are continuing to grow, as it says across the screen there. More and more colleges are doing this, and it's all in vain. It's how in the world? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All these Palestinian supporters should be shouting, "The United States, his country, has done their job. HAMAS needs to do theirs." And maybe then there would be a ceasefire. Everybody would be happy then, wouldn't they? But guess what? They don't want this to stop. They want this to go on and on and on. They want violence. They want bloodshed. They want destruction. They want chaos. They don't really want peace. If they did, they would realize, hey, it's our side that's stopping the ceasefire. Duh. I don't know. It's so insane how, you know, they're supposedly fighting for a cause, even though they won't do any talking. If you want to see something crazy, look up Alex Stein from last night when he went live. He was trying to just talk to the protesters, and instead they harassed him and assaulted him. Assaulting by loud siren noises from their megaphones. But he let it go. But it's just amazing how they don't even want to talk and peacefully try to discuss what's going on. All they care about is blocking people's way, violence, all that. And, you know, they don't realize what's going on. Ceasefire could happen if their side would do their job. Thanks for watching. God bless.